Okay, so boom, we got the live right here. We got the YouTube right there. So boom, here's what we doing, right? We gonna do a breakdown for my goals of 2026. The do's, the don'ts, and the goals. So before we can get into the do's, the don'ts, and the goals for 2026, we gotta go over the goals for 2025 and see where we was at with it, you feel me? So boom, we're gonna start with my goals for 2025. The first one was Dior walking. The second one was $1,000 profit from the 3D merch. Third one was pay off student loans. Fourth one was a 419 to 614 project with Debbie. Fifth one was to do a physical pop-up shop for the merch. Basically just go downtown and then just sell some fucking merch. Six was save 20K. Seven was start an LLC for 3D Worldwide. 8 was have at least one share of TQQ, Tesla, and then the S&P 500. 9 was pay off my car. 10 was moving with my lady. 11 was up my fruit intake. And then 12 was visit Cali. So, now that we got the goals themselves, now we're going to go over which ones I did and which ones I did not do. Okay, boom. So, first was Dior walking. I got to give huge shout outs to my lady because she was the one that really, you feel me? She the one that's at home with him every day. I ain't really do nothing but just keep pushing them, you feel me? But that goal is done. So we gonna scratch that off the list. Boom, Dior is walking. Let's see, what else? 1,000 profit from that merch. So I ain't gonna hold you, 2025 was not really heavily focused on merch. This year, I'm definitely, I need to put that in my goals. I really haven't made a goal for merch, but that's where I'm at. So this year, 2026, I'm a whole lot less focused on music because the 419 to 614, that's a project I'm pushing all year. So therefore, my eyes is not as much on music and it's more on merch. So boom, that goal was not accomplished though, moral of the story. And then 3 was pay off student loans. I'm actually bringing that goal into 2026. Should have been had that shit done, but I'll be slacking. So boom, that's 3. 4 was that 419 to 614 project. We definitely finished that bitch. We gonna scratch that off the list. 5 was a physical pop-up shop for the 3D merch, which come the fuck on. I should have easily had that done. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why I didn't do that shit. But it should have been done. I don't know why I haven't. But I guess I will this summer. I guess we'll see. So we gonna keep that one on the list. 6 was save 20K. 7 was start LLC for 3D Worldwide. Oh wait, we already went through them. So we gonna do, all right, so boom, the 20K, that was a shot in the dark. You feel me? Shit, I wish. We gonna get there though. 7, started LLC for 3D Worldwide. I really do need to do that shit. Again, slackage on my end. I should have been did that. But I will start an LLC for 3D Worldwide eventually. 8 was the TQQ. I wanted 1 share of TQQ, 1 share of Tesla, and 1 share of S&P 500. At one point in time, I had TQQ, I had Tesla, and then I had S&P 500. Now, I had S&P 500 mini because I didn't know that it was the mini. I thought it was the real joint. And so I discovered that the real joint is like 6,000. I was like, whoa, okay. The mini is like 600. Tesla at the time was like 350. TQQ was like 80 bucks. Had them at one point in time, and then once we moved, I was like, fuck it, I need this money. So I kind of pulled out all of them stocks. So I'm adding another stock goal this year. So we gonna see. 9 is pay off my car. Nigga, that's a shot in the dark. I don't know what, nigga, it's gonna take like 3-4 years for me to pay that bitch off. Unless like some magical paycheck come along and just blows my mind. But that's still on my goals for this year. It's just like, no the fuck it's not. Make my payments on time, because it's not getting paid off this year realistically. 10 was moving with my lady. We definitely accomplished that, so we go scratch that off the fucking list. And it's been pretty good, to say the least. 11 was up my fruit intake. We definitely did that a whole motherfucking lot. 12 was visit Cali. That's been on my list for damn near 10 years now. I had that goal when I was like 16. I'm gonna be 25 this year. I still ain't seen Cali. What the fuck going on? All right, so boom, that's all of them. Last year, I wanted to have like a goal for every single month. Like I wanted to have 12 goals for the year. I would designate this month towards this goal, but that shit didn't happen. But out of those 12 goals, we accomplished 5 of them. We almost hit the 50% mark. So I did pull a couple of them goals into 2026, but not a lot of them. But so yeah, now that we done went over 2025 goals, now we about to do 2026. So boom, for 2026, first off, I recommend anybody to, you gotta have a goal in mind. If you, what was this was saying? If you aim for the moon, fall short and land on the stars. But if you don't aim for nothing, then you get nothing. So get you some goals. The way I do it, I do do's, don'ts, and goals. So boom, this is my shit look like. For anybody that give a fuck, this is what my shit look like. You get you some do. Look over here too. Yeah. My bad, YouTube. I ain't forget about y'all. The do's, the don'ts, and the goals. All right. So that way you got at least some type of aim. You heard? Okay. So boom. So my don'ts. Don't smoke. Simple. Last year was my first year ever like approaching life from a sober perspective, and I probably smoked. Let's see. I probably smoked through all 365 days in a year. I probably smoked like 14 days. 2 weeks. 2 weeks out of the year I probably smoked. And it wasn't even, it was just some on and off shit, a joint here and there. But at the end of the day, I still smoke. I did come a lot further, but this year I really want to just not fucking do it. Like if I could go that long without it, then obviously I don't need it. So this year is really focusing on not doing it at fucking all. None of it. So no smoking is my don't. Another don't. No drinking. I have came so fucking far on this one. I don't, man, what? I probably drunk like 3 times last year. Let me think real deep on that. Baby, am I tripping? 3 times, that sound about right? Or me drinking? 3 times in total. She said, fuck no, that ain't right. Yeah, the whole year. How many? Hello? How many? This motherfucker is lying. She gonna lie like that. That's crazy. Hold on, one more time. I want to hear it again. I think I heard it wrong. She fucking lying. We gonna say 10 though. We gonna say 10 just to get a benefit of the doubt. She tripping. But we go, all right, so boom. 10 out of 365 days I drunk 10 times. So comparing to Mr. 20-year-old me or Mr. 18-year-old me, man, I used to get blacked out fucking drunk every single night. So therefore we came a long way on that. But this year, I don't want to be dipping my feet in shit. I just want to jump the fuck in. I'm trying to jump in the water. So there's the don't, is don't drink. And then, oh man, I fucks with y'all. All right, so this one we ain't gonna go into too much detail on. But number 3, no porn. Stop watching porn. It's a no-go. God made sex. Man-made porn. Leave it alone. All right, number 4, no meat. Last year, I ain't even gonna ask her because she be tripping. She be bullshitting too. So, out of last year, I probably ate, I ain't even no probably. I ate some Panda Express with her grandpa. I ate some turkey and ham at Thanksgiving and some turkey and ham at Christmas. It's probably like maybe one more scenario that I'm missing. That's 4 days. Now, if you mention though, not to, you feel me? If you mention though, out of them 3 days, out of them 3 times I had some meat, oh no, pause, whatever. It was with her family though. Yeah, every time. It was always encouraged by her ass. Let's be clear. You hear me? She ready for some more. Right, true or false? Every time.
You make your own decisions.
Hey, I do, but I'm just saying your environment got a lot to do with it, and she's supposed to be encouraging me to do better and shit, and she the one that putting like, hey, it's just this one time. Hey,
like
just
I
da 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 da.
Hey,
all right, so boom. Anyways, that's one of them. No meat. All right, so boom. The next one is no dairy.
Why are you lying?
What am I lying about?
You're lying.
What am I lying about? Tell the people what I'm lying about, please. I appreciate it. Please tell them what I'm lying about.
Don't blame it on me.
I'm not blaming it on you. I'm just saying, though.
You're lying about 20 days. 20 days.
I drank 20 times last year? I did? Say you swear to God. I drank 20 times last year.
Absolutely.
20. All right, so she's saying 20, so we gonna go with 20. She lying her ass off. I'm gonna say, I just do 15 just to put a smile on her face. But either way you want to look at it, nigga, I just went from 365 days of drinking back to back to 20. So, but that's a huge difference.
Eating meat on me, okay?
Anyways, As I was saying,
Okay.
no dairy this year. We ain't doing dairy this year. We gonna kick that shit out the way. I can't tell y'all what to do with y'all lives, but that shit ain't good for you. And then number 6, this is the last one on my don'ts, is no days off. So that's more of like, not a literal sense, because I mean obviously everybody needs a day to relax, but more of like, when I have days scheduled off of work, the mindset when I wake up is like, oh, I'm off of work, so I can just piss away the day and just bullshit. But no, that's not true. You need to go do something productive with your motherfucking life. You're supposed to be getting 10% better by the day, every day, and I don't never cease to exist. So it's no days off. So every time when I'm scheduled off of work, I have the mindset of there are no days off. So this day that I have, I could either go hone my craft on the music tip, make a new design for the merch, spend some time with the family filling their glasses. You feel me? Something like that. But that's my don'ts. And then my do's. Okay, so boom. My do's, number 1 is workout. I do need to be working out a lot fucking more. I want to work out at least three times a week. Now, ideally, you want your bare minimum to be like 4. And then 5, if you can really get it, even better, nigga. You better work out every day of the week, nigga. That's even better. You can work out every day of the week, boy. You be cool. But no, 3 days a week, every single week. That's decent. You feel me? Especially compared to my lazy ass. I don't be skating like that. I still skate, but I just don't be skating as much as I should. So my physical health isn't necessarily at its peak. So I do need to work out more. I do need to read. Number 2 is my dues is read. I definitely started reading. I read this self-analysis book by what's that nigga's name? I don't know. Hold on. I can't remember the nigga name. Hold on. I do want to get this book out there because I need to know this nigga's name. Hold on. L. Ron Hubbard. That's that nigga name. L. Ron Hubbard. Self-analysis. That's the book I read. That bitch was mid. No cap. It was a lot less of... Alright, so when you say self-analysis, I'm thinking like obviously the goal is to analyze yourself. But I was thinking it was more along the lines of like, hey, alright, so matter of fact, it was, would you grade your happiness? How would you grade your self-awareness? How would you grade your mental state? And that was basically the fucking book. And it's like, if you ask me that question, I'm gonna say I'm the best there ever was every single time. So it's like, that's pointless. I don't fuck with that. I was thinking it was gonna be more like, and this is the shittiest example, but like I was thinking it was gonna be more along the lines of how many times a week have you cried? How many times a day do you laugh? Or something like that, so I can be actually graded, you feel me? Not just my opinion. But anyways, off of that tangent, I read self-analysis, and then I'm halfway through this Dianetics book. So I am reading. I do got some books. I just need to read them more. So that's my do's. Do's, work out, do read, and do meditate. I'm big on meditation this year. Number 4, I want to do a fruit detox once a month, if not at least once every other month. So we already look. I just spent fucking 3 to 4. Wait, hold on. Look, I just spent damn near 3 to 4 hours juicing this shit. And I tell you what, the craziest part is you never know how fucked the system is until you do some shit yourself. Nigga, this is freshly squeezed orange juice out of juicer. I had real organic oranges and threw them bitches in a juicer and juiced this orange juice myself. It's not pasteurized, it's not concentrated, and it's not genetically modified. And this shit do not taste nothing like any of the orange juice you niggas buy in the store. This is my first time ever doing this shit, and it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, the fuck is they selling us? And then we got this, what that nigga called it? I don't know, Geonetic or something like that. Green juice. I'll call this motherfucker green machine. But basically, I done spent the last motherfucking 3-4 hours juicing all this shit because, hey, I don't know how to word it, but I I'm just upping my fruit intake, and then it's just simpler that way. But I do, on top of these bad boys, because I'm drinking them weekly regardless. Once a month, I want to have a full fruit detox where I don't eat no meat. I don't eat nut. Oh, I'm not eating meat all year, but I don't eat any solid foods. I just strictly any cooked foods. My brain is there. I got 3% on this motherfucker right here. So when this bitch die, it died. But you two, I'm still fucking with y'all. So boom. But once a month or once every other month, I want to do a raw fruit diet for a week where I'm just eating nothing but raw fruit and juicing. So yeah, that's one of my do's. 5 is have faith and expect the best. That's more along the lines of with my don'ts, how it's no days off. It's just a mindset thing. Like obviously I'm not literally having no days off. And then for the do's, it's kind of hard to obviously. Come on, Diamond. You can call me anytime. You got my number, and if you don't, I'll put it down here. Hold on. You call me anytime. I'm an open book. Have faith and expect the best. That's just a mindset thing. I don't have faith in a lot of shit. I think everything fucking bullshit, to be honest, because it mostly is. But I'm working on that. I'm trying to be a half full type of guy. And then expect the best. One thing my dad always taught me was to expect the best and prepare for the worst. So when I first heard that, I'm like, all right, bet I can do that. But then I went straight to the expect the worst. So I will create a game plan for the worst outcome possible and then just fully focus on that portion of the plan. Which is, I mean, you gotta have a backup game plan, but at the end of the day, if all you think about is the worst outcome, then that's the outcome you're gonna get. So get your backup plan and then throw that shit in your back pocket and don't think about it again. Them is my do's and them is my don'ts. So now we're gonna do the goals. Boom, and I'm gonna try and wrap him up real quick. Ooh, I got 1% on IG. Let's go. Okay, so boom, goals. Get my license back. Number 2, get off probation. Number 3, full sober year. Number 4, able to converse with Dior and have full sentences because this nigga's finna be 2 and he needs to learn how to talk. Number 5, promoted to assistant manager by the end of the year. Number 6, brain and heart coherence. Damn, I wish my motherfucking shit. I wish my phone wasn't about to die so I could really. All right, so boom, IG, y'all finna lose it. But I'm finna hone in on y'all over here. So boom, 6, brain and heart coherence. 7, maximize dominant frequency. Number 8, pay off student loans. Okay, so boom, Mr. IG, hey, how you doing? Them is my do's, them is my don'ts, and them is my goals for 2026. Appreciate y'all. Look forward to seeing and talking to you soon. All right, I ain't forget about y'all. My bad. All right, so boom. I do want to go over this one, though. Okay, so boom. We go do goals, right? So get my license back. You got to break them. One of my biggest errors for 2025 and when it just came to goal settings in general, I just had a goal. And that was it. Like, I didn't have no game plan to accomplish that goal. It was just a goal. So we gonna go back to get my license back. The game plan for get my license back is pay off reinstatement fees, which is $450. I need to get an SR22 insurance, and then I need to retake the driver's test, which is simple as fuck, easy. I need to get them bitches back immediately. Number 2, get off of probation. Honestly, I'm on probation till 2027 from terms, but I do have options to get off early. I just have to. What did I gotta do? I gotta do a drug and alcohol assessment. They probably gonna have me do some like AA classes. So I gotta do 100 hours worth of them AA classes. Could easily wrap that up in like 6 months. After that, I can go hire an attorney, go to the courts, and then they can look at my record like, hey, this kid hasn't gotten in trouble. He's been doing what he's supposed to. He got the classes done, then they can take me off. So that's to get off of probation. Full year sober, maintain discipline and avoid toxic environments. It's like when I'm at home, chilling, it ain't that hard not to smoke and drink. But then when I go out, you feel me, and like kick it with my dogs and shit, then it be kind of hard to not smoke and drink. The only time I ever struggle with not smoking and drinking at home is like, I gotta be like through the fucking roof, overwhelmed like a mug for that to matter. But so yeah, full sober year, able to converse with Dior. I ain't really got no game plan for that one just because that's my lady's stuff. That's what she do. I'ma just sit back and watch the show. promoted to assistant manager. So boom, man, I was close so many times. So many times I was so close. So close, so many times. Not really, but I was at 4. So basically, more of the stories. Hey. Give me 2 minutes. Can I get 2 minutes? Y'all loud. Give me 2 minutes.
We're playing.
Nah. All right, so boom, right? To get to assistant manager, and let's remember, at assistant manager, now I can go pick my client, pick my location, open up my own firm. So to get to assistant manager, you need to have at least 6 people on your team. I was at 4 at one point in time, and then we hit a great reset. Now I'm back to 2. All right. But yeah, so be assistant manager, you need 6 total head counts, you need 2 team builders, and then you need to do a 10K wire for 2 weeks straight. And then at a team of 6, that's 25 apps from every single person on your team. And that's literally below goal. Goal is 30. So all I need is some average individuals that can do the job, and I'll be there. What's next? Brain and heart coherence. So boom, that was actually from a Billy Carson lecture, and I really like how he had put it down. I liked how he put it down. So boom, basically, brain and heart coherence. So boom, I'm gonna give you an example. When I was talking about eating the meat with my lady at Thanksgiving and whatever, at that very moment, I'm looking at this dead animal. I'm looking at this flesh and blood, and I'm like, I don't know if my heart was wrong or my brain was wrong, but I'm gonna assume it was my heart. So in my heart, I know damn well I should not be eating this dead flesh because it has very low vibrations and no life force whatsoever. But in my mind, I looked at this like, wow, I still want to eat it because it looked like it tastes good. So that is an example of my brain and heart not being coherent. They're obviously not on the same page. So that needs to be fixed. How do you fix that? Do what I know is right, avoid what I know is wrong, and meditate. On top of that, one of the techniques that Billy Carson gave, because those 3 right there, I really do it. Because you know it's right, you know it's wrong. You just choose to go do those things. That's on you though. But number 3 is meditate as well. So do what's right, avoid what's wrong, and meditate. With those 3 things, you could take over the world. But one of the put like an actionable item that you can do is Billy Carson said, you cross your arms over here, you close your eyes, you take like 10 of those, right? 10, 15 of those with your eyes closed, and then you think of like the proudest moment you ever had. So for me personally, I think this one time I cried tears of happiness holding my son. So I think of that moment. Wow, my arms is crossed, my eyes is closed. Because you're bringing your brain and your heart back to a scenario where there cannot be no discrepancies. There's no disagreements on that instance. Your brain and your heart both agree that was an amazing scenario. So that is brain and heart coherence. You're getting them back on the same page. It's like a refresh. It's like refreshing your browser. All right. Maximize dominant frequency. That's again back to the Billy Carson lecture. Maximize. Okay, so boom. Basically, the one for that was like, it's people that go to church, right? They go to church on Sunday. They go, Holy Lord, oh God, Jesus, oh man. On Sunday they do that, but then Monday through Friday they over here popping perks, killing niggas. So it's like you can do whatever you want on this. Or let's give you a more relatable scenario. So someone on Sunday goes to church, but then Monday through Friday they're just getting drunk and smoking weed and like arguing and just cheating, all that shit. They just being disrespectful. So you will not ever attract what you want in life with that type of lifestyle, no matter how many times you go to church on Sunday, no matter how hyped you are in church, because your dominant frequency, that one single day doesn't make up for the other 90% of the week that you're on bullshit. So your dominant frequency is the most important. So I'm maximizing my dominant frequency by abiding by the goal listed above. As long as I get my brain and heart coherent, then I'm gonna automatically maximize my frequency. I'm at my and then creating a routine and sticking to it, because I need to wake up early, work out, read a couple pages, then go to work. That would maximize my frequency. Let's see what else. The last one is pay off my student loans, man. So pay off student loans. That's easy. I only got fucking, what, 400 left? Nothing. I'm about to have that paid off by my birthday. I'm gonna have that paid off by the end of this month. Nah, I ain't gonna do it by the end of this month. But I'm paid off by my birthday though, for sure. So yeah, man, then my do's, my don'ts, and my goals for 2026 on top of the ones that I did not accomplish from last year. So a couple of the ones from last year that I didn't make the list because I really didn't feel like they was like that important. Like visiting California ain't really that important to me. Not this year anyways. Paying off my car. When I first got it, it was like, oh, that's gonna be easy. But now that I'm actually actively paying on it, I see it's gonna take some time, especially with my interest rates and all that stupid shit. Starting my LLC, I do need to get on that. Save 20K. Can't wait for that. Need that. Once I open this firm, that's gonna be easy, kid. And then that physical pop-up shop, I do need to do that. I'm gonna keep that in my brain, but it's not important enough to make the list. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it in my brain, but it ain't dire. Pay off the student loans that made it to this year, and then a 1,000 profit for merch. That's gonna be a separate scenario. I do want to do that though. But yeah, man. Look forward to seeing more of me this year, man. I ain't gonna say I'm about to post every day. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna post every other day, but I'm gonna be posting. So appreciate y'all, man. Set y'all own goals. Stick to them. I'll see y'all soon.